Please do not bring out something worse. I'm begging you, bro. Do not bring out something even worse. I cannot afford that right now. Oh my god. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to, I believe, episode 22 of the HeartGold Ultra Randomizer. The one thing I want to mention quick that I realize is kind of weird. I've kind of shortened the name of this series. I realize that over time, I've kind of gone from the HeartGold Ultra Randomizer Nuzlocke just down to the HeartGold Ultra Nuzlocke. Just because what I'm playing is HeartGold Ultra, this version I'm playing, and it itself is randomized by nature. So it just seems a bit redundant. And I think HeartGold Ultra Nuzlocke just sounds a bit better. And it does roll off the tongue a bit better, and it is easier to write down a bit better. But anyway, we are here. Last time we got to Kanto finally. After over 20 episodes, we finally returned. Big return for me after many months. Kanto is here. We've changed clothes. We are ready. Already, we've only had one episode since I beat Johto, which is episode 21, the last one. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It actually was kind of wild. And the thing is, you'd expect the episode after Johto, where you're just sort of traveling to Kanto, to not be that interesting, because there's not usually much going on in that portion. But I can tell you, there was. And last episode was wild, and I would go and check it out if I were you. Now, this time, now that we are properly here in Kanto and in Vermilion and settled, what I'm going to be doing is, firstly, I'm going to be needing to get some encounters, because if possible, I do want to finally rebuild a proper team of 6. I went into the league originally with a team of 6, of course, lost half my team, and ever since then, I've been trying to put small teams back together, but things have just been dying, things have not been working. I think I have 4 Pokemon right now, as far as I remember, so all I'm hoping for is 2 different Pokemon of a new type that I don't have that fit well on the team. That's all I need right now. How I want to end this episode, the majority of this episode, what I want the focus to be is I need to face Surge, of course, here. And then I'm probably also going to be traveling up and facing Sabrina as well. I always had a policy in Johto of only having 1 focus per episode. So I would say just do 1 gym leader in an episode, and that will be the focus. I would use that for the thumbnail, and that would be like the big thing of the episode. In Kanto, it's a little bit more difficult to do that. Kanto is a lot more compressed, I guess is the right way to put it. And there isn't as much between stuff to sort of pad things out, in my opinion. Now, I spoke about this last time too, but since there appears to be, from what I've seen already 2 times, custom events here in Kanto, that have been implemented now, I also can't really know what's coming in each episode. I didn't know that Karen battle was going to be out of nowhere in Olivine. I had no idea there was going to be a fucking Whitney and Jasmine double battle here in Vermilion, of all things. Now, both of them were great, especially seeing Whitney and Jasmine, but I don't know when and where those are going to be at any point. I'm going to go ahead and assume that those are not the only ones. I think that would be the correct assumption to make. So it's also a little bit difficult, you know, trying to tell how much to do and where to go when I don't know if there's going to be some battle coming that I don't even know exists. It's all very difficult to organize. So I'm just going to try and think about some things to do. And if extra things come up, I'm just going to have to deal with it in the moment as they come and maybe end a bit earlier. Who knows? But my goal, assuming nothing else crazy comes up, is to do Surge and Sabrina for today. But first, as I said, it's time to finally go and get some Kanto encounters. Now also, I am still on the very tail end of being ill, so I do apologize if you can tell if I sound off or there's any indicator of that. I do apologize, but I am at the end of it. I do believe it used to be much worse, but I do still feel not great. So what are we working with? Right now, we have 5 members. We have Chuck, the Ampharos, now the Togekiss, Nadine. Nadine's a funny one because I've been editing around episode 9, 10, 11, that sort of area in the series. I didn't remember this. Nadine, obviously, as I said, is like our 4th generation fire type. We had Tiramisu, the Camerupt, then we had Platt, the Flareon, and we had Bobu, the Infernape, but now we have Nadine, the Magmortar. But Nadine, we've had for a long, long time because Nadine was actually the Sudowoodo above Goldenrod. And Nadine was on the team for a little while as a sack Pokemon and just never actually needed to be sacked. So if the situation was even slightly different, we probably wouldn't have Nadine. And now, in retrospect, I'm very, very glad that I didn't end up sacking off Nadine because Nadine is great. We have Roxy, of course, the starter, our Lantern, and Uvu, the Swallow. Sorry, I couldn't figure their name. I kept thinking Toxicroak. We have Electric, Normal Flying, Fire, Poison, and Water Electric. So what would I want? I guess ideally I would like a Grass type. Grass types, for those who don't know, are like a curse in this series to me. By the way, there's a massive helicopter flying above, so I'm sorry if you can hear it. But grass types are a problem because I'll get a grass type, but they never ever last. I finally got 2 of them. I had to wait ages to get them. I didn't get my first grass type until Goldenrod. And then I finally caught 2 of them, an Execute and an Oddish. And then immediately, when trying to get the grass type on my team, they both died in the same grinding. I tried to grind the Execute and it got Mega Horned out of nowhere. And then I tried to grind the Oddish and it got self-destructed on. Then I've also had other grass types. We had Rio, who ended up dying last episode, I believe. And we also had our Ludicolo too, right? In the Elite Four, and he died as well. So every time I have a grass type, they just don't last. So a grass type would be perfect. Or I guess maybe like a steel type would be good because steel is just really good defensively. But at the same time, if you notice, 1, 2, 3, 4 down here, everyone apart from now is weak to ground. Now is immune to ground, which is perfect, but it doesn't help that every single fucking Pokemon on our team apart from 1 is weak to ground. Now, also Jack does have, what's it called? Magnet Rise. I kept thinking Electromagnetism. Magnet Rise, which for a time gives him immunity to ground, but a Steel type would be a 5th. There goes Ethan again, still ringing me even in Kanto. How do you even have the connection to do that? Shouldn't I have a charge on it to call into a different country or something? Anyway, yeah, because of that, I think as great as a Steel type would be, maybe now I think about it, that wouldn't be for the best. The Grass type is probably still perfect because that is a ground resistance, assuming it's not a Grass Poison type. Now, I did tell a bit of a lie because I just remembered that we had Minty the Venusaur for quite a decent while. Not for a super long time, but we did have him for a while. That was probably by far our longest grass member, and he was very good. Even he didn't last super long. You know what I mean? I don't know. If I can get a grass type, that would be amazing, but we'll just have to see what happens, I guess. Okay, so without further ado, fuck it. We're just going to get started. We can get a Vermilion encounter. I'm trying to think, do I fish or do I surf? Do I fish or do I surf? I guess the best option is just to surf, right? Yeah, fuck it, I'll just surf. I don't think the levels would be much different. I don't even have a super rod either. So I'm just going to surf, I think. I'll take anything decent. I'll take anything that can be added to the team. Anything that would be a good fit. Is there something here? Oh, there's an item here. Earth plate. That's pretty good. I feel like I always forget that there's an item down there. Yeah, but yeah, I'll take anything good. Honestly, right now. Ooh. I mean, I'll have to look at my team because I don't know how well a fighting type would fit in. But it could be good. It's got download. That seems like it would be pretty good. I mean, if I look at a team, I don't have a single rock or a single dark resistance. So who knows whether this will be what we're adding because there's a few more encounters first. But it seems like it's pretty good. Genuinely, it seems pretty good. Now, I missed my first Thunder Wave. Of course I do. Of course I do. First move I used today, I miss. It just wouldn't be me otherwise, I guess. But we do have Thunder Wave, which is actually... I just finished editing episode 9 not too long ago. And in that episode, I just could not stop missing things. It was insane, and I was getting so mad. It's still the same. It's still the same thing. My first 2 moves in today's episode, I miss both 90% accuracy moves in a row. Okay, please let me just catch you from here. Because I only have 20 Ultra Balls. And for whatever reason, my money situation is much worse than I thought it was. Oh no. I think because everything's so expensive. You know, full restores, Ultra Balls. It's all expensive. And I don't actually have that many items to sell. I thought I'd have a bunch of items to sell, but I just don't. So if this can just get caught, if this Machamp can get caught within a couple of Pokeballs, please, I really cannot be wasting all this on you. Oh, I can't hit it with anything. Okay, this is one of the biggest problems with Kanto that I really hate. All of the Pokemon are really low leveled, and so they become super difficult to catch. Because you can't damage any of them because you're way higher level. I mean, normally, I guess, when you come to Kanto, they're sort of easy to catch Pokemon, so it doesn't matter. But when the game is randomized and there's all kinds of different Pokemon, it becomes real awkward to catch anything. We got it, though. We got it. What? I don't even think I have a Machamp nickname. Bros. Michael. Bros from Michael. Bros from Michael. It's such a bad name because that meme's already kind of old now. So who knows how old this fucking meme is going to be by the time this episode goes up. Bros from Michael. What is this avatar moveset? Grass, Ice, Fire, Electric. That is really bad. The only decent move that it has so at the moment is Avalanche. The nature actually isn't bad because Machamp is actually pretty slow anyway. That's not bad. But I would need to get some new moves for Michael. Bros from Michael. Okay. So there's one Pokemon caught. It is a good Pokemon though, to be fair. Can't hate on a Machamp. Plus, I always wanted a Machamp so bad. I was one of those people who, as a kid, I really wanted one. And for whatever reason, I didn't really ever use Machop or Machoke in Fire Red and Leaf Green when I was growing up. But I used a Machoke a lot in Gen 4. And of course, I don't know, because I could have evolved it. If I traded with my brother, I could have evolved it, but I didn't know. I didn't know how, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Because I could have just been able to get one, but I never did. And I used a Machoke loads in Diamond and Pearl. Okay, let me lead a Chuck again for Thunder Wave. Okay, anyway, let's see. See if I can get another good thing. Well, we're off to a good start. We're honestly off to a pretty good start with Machamp, so... Oh! I did ask for a Grass type. It is a Grass Poison type, but it is a Grass type nonetheless. And that is actually really useful. Now, this should be very easy to catch. Level 16, but this is what I was saying about the levels. Look at this. Level 16, by the way. So, if it's an awkward Pokemon to catch... But yeah, look, it's level 16, right? So, if that was a difficult Pokemon to catch... I can't lower its HP without False Swipe, and I don't have False Swipe. Does False Swipe even exist in Gen 4? I don't remember. I don't think it does. So, I just have to paralyze or sleep things and do my best, basically. Flycatcher Pokemon. I definitely used a Victory Bell, Weeping Bell, something at some point, but I don't know what I called it. Now, as things stand, I don't know. I think this is really difficult, right? I think depending on how things are, I may... Oh, it's been put in a dead box. I need to do something about that. I think depending on how things are, I may need to shuffle the team around a bit. Because I do want a Grass type. We'll see at the end. We'll see at the end. Let me move you. Liquid Ooze. Moveset is, again, unfortunately, not good right now. Draco could be cool to have, right? I guess. But, I don't know. You don't have any stab. But to be fair, I'm level 16. So there'd be a lot of levels to go. You always forget that I have Bobby's brother Dobu here. I feel like it would just be wrong to ever pick out Dobu, though. I mean, I did use... What? I used Pompo and Bonbo, right? I had Pompo and I used Bombo. So I guess it's possible, although Bombo didn't even survive through the grinding, so... Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we can just keep Nadine anyway. So we've got the encounter here. Isn't there somewhere I can go over this way if I surf? Like an item or something? Or do I have to go all the way around? How do I get there? How do I get to that side? I actually don't know. Or do I have to go through that way? I think I have to go through that way from the route up here, which I can't obviously get to right now. Yeah, you go down through there. Okay, my bad. There's still a hidden item here. There's definitely one around here in fire red leaf green. I don't know exactly where it is. Actually, I think it's over this side. I guess not. Okay, I'm here. Is that? It's not. I'm here. This is Route 7, west of Saffron. Okay, that's Celadon, I think. I don't want to go too far, but I do want to give myself a few options. So hopefully I can get something decent here as well. Never mind. Never mind. This definitely not what I'm looking for. Okay. The audacity for this thing to even break out of one great ball when paralyzed is insane, but sure. Male Finneon. Finno. Now, Finno. Finno, I don't know. Oh, that's good. That's very good. I think significant things, let's say. I don't want to say anything specific because I don't want to speak anything into existence. But let's just say that significant things would have to happen and change. Actually, can I go? I could probably go east, right? Significant things would have to happen and change for Finno to ever end up on the team. And if we ever end up in a place where Finno is on the team, I will be sad because we will be in a very, very unfortunate set of circumstances. I'm sure for that to be the case, let's say. Okay, I still need cuts to get this encounter. And to be honest, I'm not gonna bother teaching cut to a Pokemon on my team right now. I'll just have to miss out on, oh, I have to fight these people now. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. Fuck it, whatever. Yeah, I'll come back and do this later, I guess, after Saffron, because I'm not gonna bother doing all that right now. It's not worth it right now, I guess. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I'm gonna have taken out these 3 trainers, I guess I could just grab someone from the box real quick and do it. So maybe I'll do it when I go back. I think I mentioned this last episode, but unfortunately, the trainer levels are going to be somewhat similar to the Pokemon levels. Of course, Pokemon levels are going to be significantly lower, but there's still going to be this disparity between me and a lot of the trainers, because the trainers are also quite a lot lower. For example, I mean, look at that, right? So this Cherim and this Gengar are like 56, 57 maybe. And as far as I'm aware, Surge is going to have a level 69. Why do you have Thunder? How much is that going to do? Not much, I would hope. Cool. Way more than I wanted it to do, that's for sure. This copycat his own Thunder. Are we for real? Are we for real, bro? It is copycat his own Thunder and crit paralyzed me. First of all, you got 2 30% chances to paralyze. How about you get the 30% chance to fucking miss? How about that? How about that? Because that's the one I always get. Leech Seed. Okay, that's fine. Jesus, bro. Something's truly never changed. Yeah, so as far as I'm aware, Surge will have a level 69 as the ace. And we have trainers here between Saffron and Lavender who are still in like the mid to high 50s. So it's a little bit fucked level-wise, because that is kind of a crazy difference, no? Level 56 versus level 69. And technically speaking, these trainers would be after Surge and Sabrina. So, I don't know, I mean, it's a bit crazy. Of course, they now have a ground type the moment I switch Nadine in. Ground types? Ground types are such a fucking issue, bro. Because the only thing I have to be super effective against ground types is also weak to them. Like, ground types is such an issue. And then you add flying too, the ground flying, and it's even worse. Oh, okay, cool. What did I have out before? Junk? Why would you ever click that? I mean, I suppose if it doesn't have a... Oh, I forgot I have that. I suppose if it doesn't have a ground move, it does kind of make sense, but still. Let me try attack. This should do a decent amount. The reason Drill Peck didn't kill the Cherim is only because it's physical, and my physical attack is much lower. As you can see here, that isn't even super effective, and look how much that did. I might have just fucked up. I completely forgot it was using that and that it does double damage. I almost just lost a Pokemon to my own stupidity there. And it would have been entirely my fault for forgetting that. I mean, I knew it had Avalanche, but I just forgot, oh, you know, if it lives and it's going to hit me with it, it's going to do double. Please be someone that Nadine can fight, and then I might be able to get everyone up to 63, which is pretty good, to be honest. Now, another thing is, if I do... Okay, that's fine. 49. It's like 49. Essentially 2 badges after a team leader has level 69. I don't know. I think the levels in Kanto are fucked. Anyway, if I'm going to be using Cosmos, the, well, 2B Victory Bell, I'm really praying I have a Leaf Stone, because otherwise, I know I'll be able to find one somewhere. Politoed. Oh my god, of course. I know I'll be able to find one somewhere, but I'm going to have to go back to Johto and just search like every town until I find one. Surprisingly enough, I don't really want to do that. Oh, I just set up the rain for it. I never even thought about it. I considered Drizzle to be a neutral ability on this Pokemon and potentially beneficial with Thunder if I ever wanted to use it. But when I really think about it now, it is actually, I think, a bad thing, because obviously one of the big things Juck would be sent out to deal with is water types, right? So if I'm setting up the rain, I'm also making them stronger. And while I am super effective against them, I don't resist water. So if they want to hit me with a water type move, it's going to do a lot of damage. And I have also now nerfed Nadine by even just setting this up. I really do hope I can get Flamethrower or something at some point, because Fire Punch is good. And like, look, it still did good damage even in the rain, but I don't know. I mean, my physical attack is just significantly lower. And Magma Storm, as we saw, I think last episode it was, I hate that move. It's one of the moves I miss the absolute most. And I do understand, of course, it is 75% accuracy, I think, which is almost Focus Blast level. And anyone who plays this game knows how bad Focus Blast is. But even still, it's still really, really fucking bad. Okay, this is a perfect Pokemon for me, because it's only 1 HP. I think that it will still have Wonder Guard. So I'm going to stay in and just do this. Shedinja is one of those Pokemon which is super, super cool, but it's just not very good. It's not very good, even to this day. Like, what really is the best use? Because no matter what, somebody or whoever you're facing, they're going to end up having something. And whether it's a super effective move, whether it's to burn you, whether it's to poison you, whether it's hail, whether it's sandstorm, there is going, or residual damage, there is going to be something. It's a very cool concept of like, oh, you can only be damaged by super effective moves, so what if they don't have one? But they will, because you're weak to fire, dark, ghost, flying. Like, they will have one, and even if they don't, they'll have something to kill you, like burn or poison. Shit, well, let me have a look at this Weeping Bell. You know what? Let me level these two up. Oh, it's Finno too for speed boost. You are not being used. Let me grab this Weeping Bell real quick. Let me level up, grind up these two, Michael and Cosmos, and just have a look at what we're looking at for these two Pokemon and see what I want to do for the team, I guess. Okay, everything's done. Everyone's grinded, and it's actually pretty good. So let me show you these two new Pokemon and what we're working with. And I think I have an idea of what I want to do for the team, but I'll explain that at the end. So of course, first we have Michael, bros from Michael. Now, Michael learned Drain Punch, which is perfect. I can ask for a better fighting move. He first learned Dynamic Punch, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Because, let's be real, with how unlucky I am, especially with accuracy things, imagine me with a 50% move, bro. I'd just miss it like 6 times in a row. Fuck that. Definitely not. And then he finally learned Drain Punch, and I'm like, okay, thank fuck. That's perfect. Still has Avalanche, just a really decent move. Base 60, and if they hurt you, which you're probably going to be targeted by something in a double battle, then I'll launch you back with 120 base power. Pretty good. I actually don't know if it hits both sides. Avalanche seems like the type of move that might hit both sides in a double battle, but honestly, I'm unsure. Then I taught Michael Strength because I didn't have something better, really. I don't know. It's an HM2, so if we ever need Strength, then that's also there, I guess, right? Look at that attack stat, by the way. Amazing. So, Strength. And also, Michael learned Ice Shard. Now, Michael also learned Ice Fang. Already had Avalanche, learned Ice Fang, and then learned Ice Shard. I don't know why Michael wants to be an Ice type so bad, but fair enough, I guess. So, I went with Ice Shard over Ice Fang. Originally, I had Ice Fang just as another move because I didn't have anything better. But of course, Ice Shard is priority. So, if there's ever a Pokemon that I finally get low, and I'm like, okay, I need that thing gone, and Michael's out, you could just hit it with an Ice Shard, and boom, it's gone. Especially when Michael's so slow as well. Having priority could be useful. It's not stab, it's not super strong, but you never know. You never know when a priority move is going to come in clutch. So that is Michael looking pretty good. I have a stab move, so I'm pretty happy. And we also have Cosmos, our Weeping Bell, almost said Victory Bell, our Weeping Bell, soon to become Victory Bell, who has Leaf Blade, Cross Poison, Dark Pulse, and Detect. Very, very solid moveset here. So Leaf Blade, I finally learned. I learned something else first. Wood Hammer. Wood Hammer first, and again, I'm like, fuck, because Wood Hammer is a very, very strong move. But that recoil is a problem, because if I'm hitting hard, getting recoil, and then potentially doubled in on by 2 Pokemon in a double battle, I can't be having that. I'll die. So Leaf Blade I learned, and that is much, much better. Very good. And actually, this line of Pokemon, Weeping Bell, Victory Bell, they are actually mixed attackers. And from what I can see, unless it changes upon evolving, I seem to be on the more physical attacking side, based off maybe my IVs, I don't know. So that's perfect. Cross Poison. Now, we could get a stronger poison move, but honestly, I'm okay with this. It's base 70, got a high crit rate, it can poison. It's another stab move. I have both stabbed. I'm very happy. Then we also learned Dark Pulse. Now, I had to try and think, would I rather have Dark Pulse or would I rather have Draco? And in the end, I went with Dark Pulse for something more consistent. Draco would have been cool to just hit something super hard if I needed to with a base 130 move, but it is also only super effective on other dragon, well, say other, like I'm on, but super effective on dragon types and is going to get weaker and weaker every time. Whereas Dark Pulse is obviously super effective against psychic types, which I'm weak to, so in the rough case I need to hit a psychic type, or there's one on the field and I need to have Cosmos out. That works perfectly. It can flinch, it doesn't drop in power each time. I just thought it'd be more consistently good. And finally, I never really mentioned this at the time because I guess I kind of glazed over it, but Cosmos had this from the beginning, I think. And Detect is actually really, really good for these double battles, right? Because I can essentially block out one side of my team for an entire turn. An entire turn. I can just use Detect, and if any of them focus on Cosmos, they waste their turn. So I've always wanted a protecting Pokemon, so I finally do have one. So I kept Detect on Cosmos for that reason, and I just think this moveset is perfect. Okay, so there's 2 things that need to be done or sorted here. First of all is the team, and this is very unfortunate, but I do actually think that I'm probably going to end up leaving the team as it is in like right now. Obviously, the reason that's unfortunate is because that would mean leaving behind Uvu, our Swalot, who is actually, or was actually, a member of our Elite Four team, our Hall of Fame team. So it doesn't feel great to have to do that. In the name of balancing my team as best as I can for right now, I do think that's the best option. Essentially, what it would come down to is I would have had 2 duplicate typings, right? I could potentially have Jark and Roxy, 2 electric types, and Cosmos and Uvu, 2 poison types. And I don't want that. So I had to decide, which duplicate would I rather have? And I just think in the time that I've had him, Uvu seems a lot more niche. Uvu is good, Uvu is defensive, but just the situations in which I can really use him or her is a lot more niche and doesn't seem to happen as much, whereas Jark is very defensive and has already been putting in work. So I just figured, okay, I'll put Cosmos on, that gets me a grass type and still covers that poison type. And unfortunately, Uvu will have to go because I do also want Michael on the team as a fighting type. Again, it resists dark and it resists rock, which I don't resist on any other Pokemon. So that's that. That's what the team is going to be, at least for now. Who knows? I'm meant to be doing, what, 2 gym leaders today? I may well lose people. So we'll have to just see whether this ends up changing. But for right now, I think this is how I want to have the team. So obviously, the second thing we need to do is Cosmos here is still a Weeping Bell with Liquid Ooze. And thankfully, when I checked, I do have a Leaf Stone. So I can evolve Cosmos right now and take a look at what we're working with and pray that I get a decent ability. I don't know if I've seen a Victory Bell. I'm thinking in all like the time that I've played and also when I've been editing in recent times, I don't remember seeing a Victory Bell. I don't know what his ability is going to be. I'm just hoping it's something decent. If it can be something decent, that'd be very cool. But here's my Leaf Stone. So let's get Cosmos evolved, and then our team will be all sorted. And I think we will just be heading straight down to Surge because that's everything else I needed to do for the day. And that's all we have left. So here we go. Here's our Victory Bell. Stats were looking decent, but they're going to be looking even better now. And I'm just hoping that, well, let me have a look at the stats. So, okay, sorry. I thought we could see them on this page. Ability first then. What ability do we have? That is amazing. Okay, so we still are more physical with our attack, which is great. The only thing I would change would obviously be the defense down to something else, to special attack down. And I don't mind having a boost in Spadef, but it could also be an attack or speed. Battle Armor is, of course, a fantastic ability. I tend to get quite unlucky. I do get crits a lot sometimes. So I think Battle Armor is just very, very good passive ability to have at all times. With a great moveset. So I imagine Cosmos will actually be a great Pokemon to have. Of course, for now, Roxy is still rocking with Surf. So Cosmos is actually a very good partner for Roxy in that regard, because I can detect on Surfs, and in the worst case that I can't, Cosmos would be the best Pokemon to have there because I will resist it. The Cosmos will pair quite nicely with Roxy, I feel like. Here's another thing too that I noticed. So one of the best things about Uvu was Uvu had Toxic Spikes, and Toxic Spikes are amazing because all you got to do is spend 2 turns and you can get Toxic on everyone. However, the problem is I run Will-O-Wisp on Roxy, which is something that has actually been integral, as far as I remember, in certain battles when it comes to shutting down scary physical attackers, right? With the exception of Steel and Poison types, if I set up these Toxic Spikes, it then means everything coming in obviously has poisoned, which is great, but then on the other hand, I can no longer burn anything. And so if a scary physical attack is brought in, yes, they're on a timer, but they do still have their full attack. And I would much rather have them on, less of a timer, but have their attack cut in half. But I think that's it. That's everything for now. So let me head back down. And we're just going to go straight to Surge because, again, we're done with everything else. I'm going to try and lead. Do I battle the trainers here? Let me battle the trainers here. Let me do that first. I'm going to try and use Cosmos for a bit and get Cosmos starting to level up, because I actually think Cosmos will be a very, very important member in this battle. I have Dark Pulse. Let me try and Dark Pulse. Cosmos seems like she will be very useful because she is my electric resistance, and I don't actually think I have another one. So I think that with the whole detect thing, I think Cosmos will actually be very, very good for Surge. Yo, can I flinch here? That would be perfect if I can flinch. Juice. Hey, let's go. Okay. I will face these trainers first, but I just realized that before I go to the gym, I should look at items for Cosmos and for Michael, because I don't have any on them right now, and I'm sure there must be something, even if it's just something slightly passive. Oh, I actually should. I don't think I took it off. I should take the Black Sludge. Oh, okay. I should take the Black Sludge from Uvu and swap that over to Cosmos. And Michael, I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look. Give me Leaf Blade, Regirock, and I guess it's probably best I swap Yeah, I'll go into Michael for this. I'm hoping that they don't double in on Cosmos or something crazy. Down... Ooh, that's... This could hurt. Porygon Z is a lot stronger than you think it is. Yeah, okay, that's fine though. Thankfully, these are lower level, but Pory Z actually has a base 130 special attack. So you do... Oh, okay, I was going to say, that must be a crit. Damn, Cosmos is putting in work already. Crits, flinches. I like to see that. I do like to see that. Uh-oh. No, I can live that, right? Oh, okay. That that is scary. I mean, this won't kill, right? If Porygon Z has Aftermath and I die right now, I will actually scream. Okay, it doesn't. That would be one of those crazy things, but you never know. The thing is, you never actually know. That is unfortunately very, very useless because I will never be able to get that off. You know, Substitute could be a cool move, right? But I haven't learned it on anyone that I remember. Ooh, okay, I need to change. I haven't learned it and I haven't got the TM, but Sub could actually be good. I guess they could then double in. It depends how good the AI would be about it. But I feel like Substitute could be pretty good. That did way too much damage. I mean, Staraptor is really strong, but like, goddamn. That would be scary after the defense drop, but I do have the rain up, so honestly, I think I'm fine. Yeah. Okay, I do believe this is the final trainer, so I haven't really got a level up or anything off of this, but that's fine, ultimately. I was just battling these. I mean, because I just didn't really think it would make a difference. I was either going to be doing this before or after the surge, and I just figured, you know what? It'd be better with me getting a little bit extra training now. Now, one thing that's scary is I actually do believe, unless I'm mistaken, that there is a level jump between Surge and Sabrina, despite the fact they're right there. So if it comes down to the fact that in this battle I struggle levels-wise, which is possible from what I understand, I will need to do either one or two things. Either go and do a bit extra training against trainers on some routes, or just do some regular grinding. I do think there is a level jump, so if I'm already struggling with levels, it's going to be a bit dicey. I do actually think Sabrina's probably going to have over level 70, which my highest is what, 64 right now? I don't know, man. That seems like a little bit dodgy. Anyway, let's do this. We can get a little tiny bit of extra training in right now, right here. There's 3 trainers. What levels do they have? 56. They have around the same. This is useful experience though. Although, even after all of that, focus bunch, even after all of that, I only got that much experience on Cosmos. Like, I know the levels are lower, so in that sense, it does, you know, make sense. You'd be thinking I'd be getting more, no? Like, I faced a Regirock and stuff. I know that was split EXP, but I don't know, man. How much do I... Oh, okay, that's a lot. Latios, I cannot stay in against that. Latios, I'll go to... I think now will be fine, right? I could go to Roxy, but I don't have anything in particular to hit it with. I would just burn it and whittle it down. Whereas now I can hit it with Tri-Attack. Didn't I die? Isn't this how I lost my Scizor, Eris? Who gets burnt from Fire Blast? I'm dead serious. It's 10% in these games. I remember the last time I was burnt off Fire Blast. It's like... Okay, that's good. That's good. It's like getting burnt off Flare Blitz. Like, who actually gets burnt from that shit? I always forget that Flare Blitz actually burns because, like, you just don't actually get that chance. And it's the same thing with Fire Blast. Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't make a difference because I'm not physical. What in the low or high roll was that? Bro. Okay, I missed. Good. Yeah, that was an insanely bad roll. Obviously, there are rolls. There always are, but, like... That must have been on the upper and lower limit because I really did. I did way over half, didn't I? Tangrowth. I'm going back into Cosmos for this. Again, I'm trying to... I could stay in now would also be a good option. But who's going to be more useful in this gym we're about to end? Like, well, already in it, but base a leader of. The grass type or the flying type against electric. So, you know. Now, this actually won't do loads because Tangrowth's physical defense is insane. I did just crit it though. That wasn't a crit? Interesting. I guess I'm underestimating Cosmos. I'm definitely not overestimating Tangrowth. Anyone who's played competitive knows Tangrowth's physical defense is insane. I used to love using Tangrowth. I do have a soft spot for Tangrowth because of OU, because I did love using it. Especially because at the time, around Gen 7, which I was, Heatran was still super, super meta in OU. And obviously, well, a lot of the time they'd be running an air balloon, but so long as they didn't, or they had the air balloon gone, hitting them with an EQ with Tangrowth would just wipe them out. It was great. And it'd be, I normally do Assault Vest, I think, Assault Vest Tangrowth, because Tangrowth is very heavy on the physical defense, like I'm saying, but its special defense isn't there. But if you give it an AV, all of a sudden, like with Earthquake and Grass Move and stuff, all of a sudden, it's really defensive on both sides. And I don't know, and Regenerator too, so you can then like pivot in and out. I have a very soft spot for Tangrowth because of OU. Ditto, okay, that's fine. Ditto is like, what probably, it's gotta probably be the worst Pokemon you can get, right? In this game, because anything else, if it's a bad Pokemon, generally it can evolve. But obviously Ditto can't evolve, and on top of that, it can't do what it's designed to do. The whole point of it is, of course, to transform, but it doesn't have Imposter and it doesn't have Transform. So I genuinely just don't think there's a worse Pokemon you could get in this game. I suppose if I caught one, at least I Dupe's Claws. Catch everything bad for Dupe's Claws. Make sure you always do that. It would still hurt, you know, it's kind of useless. I was thinking about learning a move, but I'm not going to learn a move because you don't with Stone Evolutions, which is why, by the way, just to make it clear, that's why I made sure to grind Cosmos up before evolving her so I could learn moves. So let me do two things. Let me switch Michael up quick and let me put some items. So what do I have? I'm looking for something for a fighting type and something for a grass. Well, I'm going to go get the Black Sludge for Cosmos. So I'm primarily looking for something for a Machamp. I was wondering what that noise was, and it's the electric barrier things. Oh, I got a spare Black Sludge here, so I'll give this to Cosmos now. So that's essentially like the leftovers on her. Keep wild Pokemon away. Iron Plate. Metal Coat. Focus Sash? But do I think I would need a Focus Sash? Like, am I going to really die from full? Is that the extent of what I have? Wow, that's not great. If that's all I have, my only option is really to give the Focus Sash. And you never know, right? If I get hit by some insane psychic move out of nowhere, you never know. You never know. So I'll just, fuck it, I'll do it. Why does Machamp look like that? I've never seen the following sprite. That looks horrible. Genuinely horrible. I am very slow, mind you. So just bear in mind that Michael will probably be moving last a lot of the time. Burrow isn't even that fast. I think it's one of his better stats, but like, you know, Burrow's stats as a whole are all terrible anyway. It does really go to show you how slow Michael is, I suppose. Slowking. No, I can't do Slowking at all. Let me go to Jock, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the problem is I don't... Electric type is kind of an awkward one for me where I don't have a ground type, because that's all they're weak to. So it is a little disheartening to no longer have... Are we serious? This thing has Motor Drive. And I just set up the rain for it. Oh my god, I'm going to Roxy then. That would be a crazy Pokemon to have. If I get a Slowpoke or something, I would be all for getting a Slowking if it has Motor Drive. It's only weak to what? Dark Ghost and Grass? I've gone to Roxy because I don't know who else to go to. I can't risk it having a Psychic move. No way. Bro. What is this? Perfect setup here. Dude. This is like insane strats. It's like an answer for everything. But what I was trying to say is I can't go to Cosmos because it could have a Psychic move. I can't obviously go to Nadine. I don't want to go to the others. It does have a Psychic move, I knew it. And I can't go to the others because I've set up the rain for it now. And if it has a water move, of course, yep. This is a very awkward situation. I'm at -1. How much can I hide? I miss. Okay, fair. They missed 2. That's fair. I want to know how much a Hydro Pump can do in the rain at -1. Slowking also is obviously resistant. And, I mean, Slowking is the specially defensive one of the two. I imagine it's going to be an unfortunately low amount, but we'll see. The rain is up. That's not bad. That's really not bad damage. I think after one more, probably won't die, but it'll be super low, and then I can just surf. Don't drop me my thing again. Okay. I do think Mist Ball is actually now a 50% chance to drop special attack because of the Gen 9 buff, if I'm thinking correctly. My knowledge of Gen 9 is definitely my weakest out of all the Pokemon generations, mainly because it took me so long to beat the main game. I didn't mess around with competitive pretty much at all for Gen 9, which is really sad. Speaking of that sort of thing, one thing I really need to do is play ZA, because as I'm recording this, it is December, and I went over this briefly last time, but I started playing ZA and then things came up and there was problems. Toxicroak, let's go back, let's go into now. I started recording it and then there was problems. I recorded the first 3 episodes, I edited the first one and I did get it up, but since then, like almost 2 months ago, I haven't even uploaded episode 2 yet. So what I probably should do tonight or tomorrow is edit episode 2 of ZA, and I need to continue playing it because we've reached a point, and again, it's not my fault, things come up in life, where the ZA DLC just dropped yesterday, I believe, and I haven't even finished the main game yet. That's really bad. That means I'm really behind. Let me go and heal. But yeah, I'm super behind on ZA stuff. The problem is, well, to be honest, it's crazy because it's been 2 months since the game came out and I haven't finished, but I have not seen a single spoiler, I don't believe, so far. I saw things that were, I don't know, maybe like hints before the game came out, which I didn't know for sure whether they were leaks or guesses or rumors. But I've avoided any like actual spoilers for 2 months somehow. So I can still play the game spoiler free, but the longer and longer it goes on, obviously the chance of me getting spoiled is only going, let me go buy some more healing items. The chance of me getting spoiled is only going up and up and up. So I do want to get through the game for 2 reasons. A, just because I want to play it anyway. And B, because I'm just going to end up getting spoiled or give up on playing it. Well, not give up on playing it, but give up on recording it. I don't think I can do that really, because I did start it and I've recorded 3 episodes. I can't really in good faith just give up on it. But it's reaching that point where it's like, the whole point of this was to be a series that came out on release, and it's been 2 months. It's just so annoying it's ended up this way, you know? But at the same time, game's a game, and unfortunately, for people who this is a job for, not a hobby, they can obviously just record their entire thing as soon as the game drops. It's their job. But for me, you know, I've still got to work, I've still got to do other things, and it's been super busy and difficult. It's just not been possible. But I'm locking in. Now that I'm recording these and I'm editing consistently, ZA will be coming back 100%, and I'm excited for it because I do want to see what happens in that game. I do want to see the new megas. I need to play. Anyway, it's time to lock in because it's time for Surge. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to lead with Cosmos. That's my resistance. And I guess, not now, of course, maybe Jock. I can still paralyze electric types in this game, right? It's not completely useless, but I can't do much else. But do I want to stay in with Jock? Maybe? Or do I just go Roxy if I'm going to go with an electric type? That does put me neutral. Fuck it, I'll go Roxy for the first gym. Roxy is reliable, is a good partner with Cosmos, as I discussed. I'm going to go with it. We've got Black Sludge, Leftovers, Expert Belt, Quick Claw, Sky Plate, and Focus Sash. That works for me. I've got to do this bin puzzle. Oh my god. I mean, I know the trick. You have to find one first. And even when you do, I'll teach someone some tech, right? Because when I was doing a Soul Link of Gen 1 with my friend, probably about a year ago, oh, here we go. He didn't actually know this. So once you find the switch, it's not entirely random. The second switch is next to this bin or trash can, sorry. It's next to it. So it's either up, left, or right. You have a 1 in 3. I'm going to go up. Unfortunately then, of course, it resets. So then you've got to find the whole thing again. But once you find it, the second answer is next to it, 100%. Okay, here we go. So I found it again. I'm going to go right. Hey, there we go. See, it seems like insanely difficult. And to be honest, I can only imagine as a child how long I spent struggling through this, not knowing it was one next to it. Because if you don't know that, you could be thinking it's anywhere, when actually the whole time it can only be next to you, right? There we go. So everything's set and... Bro. What? Huh? Whoa. Okay, there's so many things going on in my head right now. It's not Surge. This was mentioned, right? Was it Whitney? I think Whitney was talking about it. Or Jasmine, or both. The they didn't have enough people, so they got some people from Sinnoh in. I didn't consider the fact that one of them might be so soon, to be honest with you. They did say that a lot of them did really well, right? So I would imagine maybe like 8th gym or league or champion or both. I don't know. I wasn't expecting one right here, but then we're doing things out of order. So who's to say that this is the I'm assuming this is the 3rd gym, like Surge normally is. But what if this isn't the 3rd gym? So maybe this is towards the end, because I'm literally just coming into Vermilion and I've been told I can do the gyms in any order. I've got freedom, right? So this might not even be that. I don't know, but I just wasn't expecting to see. What's her name? Is it Dahlia? I didn't play the Battle Frontiers enough to remember super clearly. I think this is Dahlia, because she's one of the cooler ones. Well, is her name on the thing? And I just didn't even read it. Leader. Oh my god. I walked right past this because I didn't think anything of it. And I could have read this. It looks like the sign has been very recently and quickly edited. Leader is Dahlia, the spark of Sinnoh. Holy shit. I'm scared. So she is an electric type user primarily herself then? Oh my god, I just reset the puzzle. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I thought once you got it, that did it permanently. Bro, I failed this 4 times now. I cannot believe that shit resets once you... I swear to god, once you turn it off fully, it just stays off. Is it really you had to defeat the gym leader? I might lose my 1 in 3 countless times. I have before. Okay, it's got to be left. Okay. Oh my god, it took 5 tries. Okay. Let's lock in. And she has a Zapdos. So what does she have normally? I don't remember. Doesn't she have like... She has a range of Pokemon. I swear she has... I don't remember. She has a sync pair in Masters. And I swear it's like Ludicolo. Is it Ludicolo? I don't remember her Pokemon. Because some of the Frontier Brain people have like a whole range of different Pokemon they can use. But she has a Zapdos. That alone is scaring me. Well, I can't get any more prepared than this. I wasn't ready for this at all to see a Sinnoh person yet. But, I mean, here we are, I guess. So... Been a while now, but I still can't believe this outcome. I ended up as a gym leader. Right. One Kanto... Okay, we're getting some exposition here. One Kanto leader did suddenly decide to retire. Interesting. But the fact one Kanto leader made it into the league position is beyond absurd. Damn. One of the original Kanto leaders is in the Elite Four. I wonder who that is. That could be any of them. Could be Surge. Surge isn't here. Then someone retired. Then also she's saying someone retired. Even knowing this, there's no way to know for sure who it's going to be until I face all the gym leaders, I guess. No, because then one retired. So yeah, there's no way of knowing. Like it could be Surge, but he could be retired. There's no way of knowing for sure until I get there who it's even going to be. I'll have to apologize. Ooh, I'll have to apologize to Palmer for this next time I see him. It's a bad look for Sinnoh. I suppose it kind of is because they were bigging up Sinnoh about like, oh, this is the region of battling. We're the best in the world. We have the strongest trainers. So you'd expect all of them to be in the highest positions, I guess. It happens. I mean, Kanto has strong trainers too, right? So, a trainer? Who are you exactly? You sure you're not here by accident? Oh. I'm in a position of 7th leader. Oh, so she still is super high then. She's only like 2 below the league. Oh, okay. But the way she was talking, I thought she was like 2nd or 3rd or something. But she is still super strong then. So she's the 7th gym leader in the tournament. It's just I'm coming in late and I've been given permission to just tackle the gyms in whatever order. But normally, if I was Cantonian and doing this, like I did it in Johto, she would have been the 7th leader. That's pretty cool. I can't see it possible for someone to have made it here already. So what are you doing here exactly? Oh, you're the one given special permissions. No worries. Actually, that's perfect. Oh, I'm not in a great mood right now. So a free chance for a win right now is welcomed by me. Free win? I was told there was a good chance I'd be stuck here without a challenger since I'm the 7th. That makes sense if this is like the Johto one. I think in the Johto gym challenge, no one but me and Silver made it beyond like the 3rd gym. So that does make sense. Stuck in this dingy old place. I miss my arcade. Wait, she's the arcade star person. But they weren't going to remodel the gyms. They weren't going to remodel the gyms and league for us, considering the rush and how we're just step-ins. Makes sense too. So you're the new champ of Johto, huh? Well, I'm sure that will do favors in scaring off most, but I'm afraid that won't apply to us. Damn. The only whom I'd possibly fear is Mistress Cynthia. So we're starting to get some little bits peppered in about Cynthia then, because I think that Elm didn't mention her by name, but I think the implication was talking about Cynthia. And then Jasmine and Whitney brought up how strong and scary she is, and now even one of the stronger trainers from Sinnoh is saying this. So Cynthia is being bigged up big time, which makes sense because she's already normally a super strong trainer. So as I said last time, I only imagine in this universe how strong she would be. Someone like you is nothing to someone like us. We hail from the strongest. Damn, that's cool. That is actually cool, to be honest. But let's see what you have to offer, so-called champion of Johto. I did at least respect Champion Lance, so for you to have beaten him, perhaps you can show me something interesting. Enough words. Where we're from, we prove our words and worth through the art of battle. Let us begin. Leader Dahlia. Okay, first Kanto Gym. What are we working with? Ooh. Okay, Raikou and Togekiss. Oh, 66. Okay. And Togekiss, I guess, is for Cosmos here. Oh, okay, that's not good. Oh, actually, perfect. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to detect immediately and T-Ball straight into Togekiss. Detect already coming in clutch because Togekiss might be targeting. That's really not good. This is single target too. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. What's Togekiss doing? Can I get Togekiss out the way? Because I can't be safe having Cosmos here with a Togekiss on the field. Ooh, okay. Fire Blast. Yeah, I cannot be hit with a Fire Blast and an EQ. That is not happening. So let me switch to... I'm going to switch to... No, I can't do that either. Oh, as usual, ground is a problem. Ground is a big problem. Maybe it would have been a wiser choice to double into Togekiss because I was probably faster on Cosmos, right? So maybe it would have been a smarter idea to double and then hope that... But then, to be honest, based off that T-Ball, would Cross Poison really have killed? Maybe, since it's physical? It's kind of impossible to know. Okay, I have two options here. I want to go to Nadine Chalk because of the Earthquake. I can either go to Michael or Now. Now, both of these come with a risk. Because if I switch Michael in and Togekiss suddenly decides to go for a flying move instead, that's a problem. But if I decide to go into Now and Raikou suddenly wants to not EQ, but Electric for whatever reason into that other slot, or even Discharge or something, that's a problem. I'm going to go to Michael, and I think this will be fine, and then I'm going to remove Togekiss. In fact, didn't I outspeed Togekiss? So it will be gone anyway. I just need to live. Attack? Nice. Okay, EQ's coming. That's fine. Even a crit can't kill me. And then T-Ball should go next, which should then kill Togekiss. Okay. This shouldn't do much. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Okay, Togekiss is gone, which enables Cosmos to come back in safely at some point. Hopefully, unless, you know, she has something else. I'll give you guys that. It was good to give her that Togekiss at the start. It's a Sinnoh Pokemon too. Just in case there's a grass type. And I did actually try and lead her for grass type. So you got me there. They get me there. What's coming in though? It is Ludicolo she has normally. Okay, so Ludicolo too. Ooh, grass type's a bit dicey for me now though. I guess let me Drain Punch into Raikou to see how much I can do. And get Roxy out into Cosmos. Cosmos can't be touched by Ludicolo by its stab, so let me try this. Iron Tail. How much does that do? Okay. Giga Drain. Why are you Giga Draining Michael? Okay. I lived though. I would have expected that into Roxy, no? Interesting choice, but how much can I do? I am a +1 actually. Whoa. Whoa. Michael. Michael? Bro. People for Michael might be goated. Hang on. An immediate crit on my side for once? Oh, Blaziken. I feel like Blaziken is something she has normally. She has quite a diverse team. I actually really like this team. Now, the problem is I'm going to have to... I'm going to heal Michael, and I'm going to swap Cosmos into... Only one I can go into now, right? I'll go into now. A lot of switch games here, but it is necessary, I think. Not ideal, but I am especially defensive. That did a lot of damage. Captivate. Okay, that's fine. What does this... Wait, what does Captivate do again? Special attack. Okay, perfect. That Magma Storm is a problem. A big, big problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to D-punch into Blaziken and heal now. See how much I can do with +1. Okay, Magma Storming Michael too. Very, very annoying. I would have missed that. No way I'd land 2 in a row. Oh my god. It has Ice Beam. Bro, she has something for everything. We will be truly blessed right now if this can somehow kill. Ooh, it's so close as well. Unfortunately, well, 2 things. A, she's probably going to heal here, I imagine. And 2, my priority is Ice anyway and probably wouldn't kill. I'm going to continue and do that again. And then heal now again. I really think a full restore is coming out on her end. Yes. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. The Ice Beam isn't an issue unless I get crit. And there's the crit. I mean, when I say it's an issue, I mean it's bad. It doesn't kill me. Magma Storm still isn't going to kill me, but it is annoying, obviously. Oh. Damn, Michael. Wait, what's Michael? Oh, no, I'm download. Why am I critting so much with Michael? You know what? I'm not going to question it. I'll take it. Electrify. Okay, now you got to go anyway. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wait, I'm freed. I'm freed. I'm freed. Is that a Blaziken gone? Oh my god, I was going to say. For a second there, I thought I was still trapped. And now would have 100% died. I am going to... That Ludicolo is really annoying, so I'm going to try and get rid of it. So they have grass, water, electric on the field. I guess I have to go to Jock, where I'm switching everyone around. It's like a big rotation thing right now. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting about that. Thunder Punch. You resist it. That was a good switch. Don't paralyze me. Good shit. Ice Beam. That's fine. Jock is very, very bulky. Don't freeze me either. How much can this do? I almost killed Blaziken in one shot. Can I kill a Ludicolo in one shot? No. An Ice Shard definitely won't kill from that range, so I'm going to re-Drain Punch and make sure Ludicolo is gone, I guess. Then heal up Jock. Electivire isn't a threat right now, but it probably is about to pull something else out, or Thunder Punch Michael. Focus Blast. Okay, missed. That's scary though. Okay. That's a waste of a turn. I like that. So it has Focus Blast. I need to mentally note that. I don't think I have anything weak to fighting though. I don't think so. Not that I can think of. Just something to bear in mind. Now I know that she has a Zapdos, of course, because she had it next to her. And look at all that experience, like, sharing, because everyone's been out. Oh, it is only Zapdos left. And she does have... I like those seals. It is level 69. I was somewhat over... This is a problem, because... I guess these levels for this gym are really unbalanced. So I've ended up being slightly over-leveled for a lot of her regular Pokemon, but then still under-leveled for like the Raikou and the Zapdos. It's kind of difficult to balance that though, so sitting in the middle is probably the best option. I really want to Avalanche the Zapdos, but what if it actually has a flying move? And if it's a special flying move and I get double targeted, I can't really risk that. Let me go into Nadine and let me T-Wave the Zapdos and do it. Perfect. I think with Nadine now being out, okay, there's the Focus Blast. Who are you going on to? Nadine? No. That should be fine. Do not drop my special defense. Oh my god. Stop critting. Stop. I'm going to have to... Okay, in that case, let me use Nadine's turn to heal. Let me try and get this off again. Rock Throw. That shouldn't do too much. Oh my god. Oh, this could be really bad. Okay, good. That crit was diabolical too. I got crit and missed on the same turn. Bro. What the fuck, man? God forbid I get a little bit lucky for once, and now this is happening immediately after. Fucking hell. I don't know. I might have to just bite the bullet and swap Nadine out, low-key. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Zapdos is scary. It probably won't get paralyzed this time, so let me detect and let me T-bolt into it. Let me try and bait out to see whether it has something for me. It was using a priority move. It was using a priority move because it went first while being paralyzed. So what priority move does it have? Ice Shard as well? What I'm going to do then is I'm going to Dark Pulse and then hopefully I can Power Flinch it. I swear to God. I mean, it can't. It literally is like statistically impossible to crit me 3 times in a row. Please get paralyzed or flinch. That's what I need from you. It's not going for the priority move anymore, which is actually scarier. Ominous Wind. Okay, that's fine. Unless it gets the boost, and then we're no longer fine whatsoever. That's pretty bad because she's probably going to be able to full restore it now. I mean, look, that's pretty bad. Potentially. Okay, no full restore for some reason. Okay, in that case, let me just Cross Poison Zapdos and Psychic it. Okay, everyone's getting mean look, but that's actually fine. I'm not really scared to stay in anymore. Does this kill? There's Zapdos gone. But the Psychic should obviously redirect into Electivire. Probably won't do loads, but I'll have to take whatever chip damage I can get at this point. Now I can just Leaf Blade and Psychic, and that might kill if I do enough. Potentially, or potentially not. I mean, this shouldn't do a lot. I mean, obviously, if I crit with the Leaf Blade, it will definitely be enough, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, so we made it through. We made it through the first Kanto gym battle unscathed. It was a very good... That was a fun battle. That was actually a very fun battle. We got like every single member of the team in here. Every single one. I got $0 for winning. Fucking hell, that's bad. That was fun because I had to rotate through everyone. I had to think a lot. That was good. I enjoyed that. Incredible. I'm impressed. I'll admit, I'm frustrated. I've ended up in this position and then to lose my first battle debut. That's gotta suck. I really am going to have to apologize to Palmer when I see him. You're good. You have the energy of a strong Sinnohan. Damn, I got that Sinnohan energy, that Sinnohan aura. I concede defeat to you honorably, champion of Johto. I must warn you though, while we are all strong trainers from our region, we are not all the same. What does that mean? Some are real monsters, believe me. I can't speak for the Kanto leaders. Some are stronger than expected. They put up a good fight at least. But the others are my ilk. And the one who sits above all who even managed to take down Palmer. Oh, the one who sits above all who even managed to take down Palmer. So the one on the top from the tournament would be the champion, right? So whoever the champion is, isn't Sinnohan, isn't one of the Sinnoh trainers. That's crazy. Who the fuck is it then? Damn, that's actually wild. Well, I'll let you find out yourself. Hehe. I do not like the sound of that. Good luck out there. You'll need it. Don't lose your cool now, kid. Oh my god, that... Well, I mean, I appreciate the warning, but I'm terrified. That is very scary. But that was fun. Good battle. It was cool to see a Sinnoh person already. Good battle. And I'm very scared. And we now know that whoever sits at the top, presumably the Kanto champion, is not actually one of these incredible Sinnoh trainers that have come over. So that's interesting. So I do imagine that the Elite Four... Well, actually, we know there's a Kanto gym leader in the Elite Four too. So I would imagine the other 3 Elite Four slots are going to be Sinnoh trainers. And then allegedly the champion is not one of them. So well... It's going to be a long, long time until we see that, to be fair, so... Anyway, I had to step aside for a small break, but I guess all that's really left to do is go and face Sabrina, right? We've battled all the trainers here, so there's not anything to do with that. We've caught our Pokemon. We've even battled some trainers to the east of Saffron. I'll have a quick look around the city, but I actually don't think there's really anything here. Is Mr. Psychic still here? Because if Mr. Psychic's here, that would be good, right? Don't call me Uncle Psychic. Oh, no. Wait, what the fuck? I got it. You wanted this? Ep.22. So this is Psychic. Why is he a fisherman now? Oh, that's pretty bad. There's nothing in Silphco, right? I'm pretty sure you can go in here, but I don't believe you can. The elevator's out of order. Something is wrong with the electricity. It won't work right now. Oh, yeah, this is how you get the upgrade in case you want a Porygon too. I mean, if I ever get a Porygon, I guess. Welcome, this is Silphco's head office building. Oh, is that all Silphco is in this game? This is the type of thing that really pisses me off because it's like, people talk about these games and their 2 regions, and before you say anything, I agree. It does have 2 regions and it is a great feature. We've never seen it again and it's super, super good. However, the Kanto in Gen 2 or HeartGold is so fucking neutered. It's fucking insane. There's so many things like this where, I mean, as you see, you just can't go in Silphco. They added the radio tower in Lavender instead of the, what was it originally called? Pokemon Tower? Was this called the Pokemon Tower? I can't remember. You know what I mean, with all the ghosts in it. They changed that to a radio tower, but you can't even go anywhere in that radio tower. I think just like here, there's like an elevator, but a guy's blocking it and you can't ever go up it. So that is just the base floor of a building. Viridian Forest, thankfully, they somewhat fixed in HeartGold Soul Silver, because in original Gen 2, Viridian Forest, when you went to Kanto, fucking sucked. They at least improved that, which is good. But there's so many things where I don't know what the specific reason was, but you just don't end up having access to in the Kanto of this game. And I don't think it would have taken away from Johto to have these extra things. The Kanto region within the Johto games does feel very plain. And Kanto obviously is probably one of the most plain regions anyway, because it's the first original region. So, you know, as much as I love Kanto, because I grew up with Fire Red and Leaf Green, it is a very basic region. But I don't know, if you're going to allow us to come back, I just wish there was more to it. Overall, I am obviously still glad that you can even come back to Kanto in these games. You must like Pokemon. No, not me, I asked you. Pardon? You're weird. Quit mimicking, but that's my main hobby. I need a specific something, and then I think I get the copycat TM. That might be a good TM, but I actually don't remember how to do it, like what I need to do specifically. And I would look it up right now, but I honestly can't really be bothered. Oh, we got a photographer guy. Let's do it. I'm trying to have a picture taken every time I see him, so that at the end of the game, I do have a picture with my... You can see like the different teams as they go. I mean, like, look at this. Look how different that team is to how it was even just back in Johto a couple episodes ago. This is a train. I know I can't use it right now while the power's messed up, but does anyone give you anything? There's a lot of NPCs in Kanto that unfortunately don't... Oh, I thought he was going to give me something. That unfortunately don't give you anything. And to be fair, I actually don't believe that they have to. Because I think it was IGN, and I mean, we all know IGN with their reviews and their criticisms can be a little bit meager, let's say. But I do think in one of the games, Pokemon game review, they said there's a lot of NPCs that don't do anything. You talk to them and they just give you some text and they don't give you an item. I actually don't think that's an issue. And I'm not sure why it would be. Obviously, 90% of things aren't going to give you an item. There's not even that many items to be given. I think this guy is in Mount Mortar, right? Eradicating the fighting dojo's master is in a cave in Johto for further training. I think maybe you have to go there and get him. I actually think as well, isn't the fighting dojo here? Isn't this where you do all of the gym leader rematches? Now, just to make it clear, unless I'm told I should do the gym leader rematches, I'm actually not going to do them, because what was all of that text for nothing? Because I'm not sure I'm supposed to, and if I'm not supposed to, wait, what's he asked for? Oh, if I'm not supposed to, I don't know, you know, if they can have their teams or whatever. I'd probably... Oh, I never talked to this guy. Custard Berry. That could be clutch, but I just don't think it's really worth it. But yeah, basically, unless I'm told, yes, you are supposed to do any of those rematches, I won't be doing them. I guess, yeah, there really wasn't anything. I spoke to all NPCs. No one gave me a single thing apart from Unc Psychic over there. What about these guys? Okay, no one gave me anything. I saw Ethan there for a split second. I actually think as well with Silphco, I forgot to mention this. I think, isn't Silphco where I think you see Steven Stone there at some point. Maybe that's after Red. It's after something, and you can get a Poen starter from him or something. So there is that in Silphco too, but that isn't for until like you finish everything as well. Whoa, it's dark in there. Oh, I see Alakazam. I see it up there. This gym, low-key, pisses me off because I don't know the way through. There actually was a point in time where I knew the Fire Red Leaf Green one off by heart. I don't know if it's the same in this game, but I did actually know how to do it straight up, like this one and this one and this one. I don't anymore. But at one point I did, and it made it so much easier. And it was actually the same with Silphco as well. I used to know the exact quickest way to get through Silphco. Like, you know, go to this floor, get the car key, go straight up to this floor, open that, and then blah, blah, blah. Go to that floor, and you go straight to the rival, and you're basically done. I used to know the exact way to do that, because I would always fight all the trainers in Silphco anyway, but I would just go, like, up all the floors, do all of it, and then I would know, like, the quickest way to get to where I need to go. But I've forgotten that too, because I didn't play. I think I mentioned this before. I usually play every year or two. I replay Fire Red. Vanilla Fire Red, just literally on my Game Boy that I've had since I was 5. I replay the game just because I love it, and it's my childhood game, and my primary one. There is Ruby and Emerald too. I did grow up playing them too, but I did have Fire Red first. So it's like my true childhood game. It's been a while. I don't think I played it. I mean, I haven't played it this year, and it's December. And I don't think I played it last year either. Last year was a pretty rough year for me, mostly. So I don't think I would have done it. I don't think I had the time. I don't remember doing it. So I think it's been a few years, and now I've started to forget everything. I do want to play through it again. At some point. I've actually only ever played through Fire Red and Leaf Green randomized one time, I think. Oh yeah, Jurassic does have Drought. I'm so used to the game normally. I don't know. It just feels weird if I play it differently. So I just don't usually do it. But maybe one day I can do another like Fire Red, Leaf Green type thing. At my accuracy. Twice in a row now. Yeah, maybe one day I can do some sort of Fire Red, Leaf Green thing. But I do want to just play the base game again sometimes. I just love those games. I think they're great. I think that is by far, if you want to play Kanto, if you want to play original Pokemon, like just Kanto, play Fire Red, Leaf Green, 100%. That is the way to go. Now, I will say, I do think Let's Go are very overhated games. Now, I haven't actually played through them again. I played through them in 2018 on my Switch when it came out. And I don't think, unless I'm misremembering, I've ever really played through them again. But I've had this thought for quite a few years now, where when I think back on those games, maybe it's somewhat nostalgia from around that time, because 2018 was a great year for me. Maybe, but I actually did think those games were pretty good. And again, maybe it'd be best for me to like replay them to really judge that. But I actually think they're some of the most overhated Pokemon games ever. There are criticisms to be had for those games, 100%. For example, no wild battles. A lot of people don't like that. I'm not a massive fan of that, etc., etc. But the games looked great. Like, the style was amazing. The game itself, like the way oh my god. I know it's a Bronzong, but I almost just got Hydro Cannoned in the rain. Enough of that. I'm switching. Yeah, I think they're overhated games. The areas look great. The style of it just looks great. It is a bit chibified, and not everyone's going to be a massive fan of that. But I think it looks good. And it was really fun. It was unique. It was different. And it is a cool way to play through Kanto. You got the ride Pokemon. I think it was fun. And Let's Go is definitely something I should play again at some point. What if I could figure out how to do a Let's Go randomizer? Because they were a thing within a year or two of Let's Go coming out. Because, you know, people work super hard. What if I did a Let's Go randomizer? That could be fun, and that could be different. I don't know how I would do it, but maybe I could figure that out. Definitely overhated games. But that said, even though I think Let's Go are fun games, if you want to experience just Kanto, I've been saying this forever, and I will continue saying it, Fire Red, Leaf Green is 100% the way to go. They are just clean, they are polished, they are like, again, Kanto will always be a simple experience, relatively speaking, because it is the original Pokemon region based off the original games. There isn't too much craziness to it, but if you are looking to experience that side of Pokemon, that era of Pokemon, there is nothing better than Fire Red Leaf Green. It looks good. It has Gen 3 mechanics because original Gen 1 has way too many glitches. It at the very least has Gen 3 mechanics. And you also have the Sevi Islands. Now, I love the Sevi Islands. I think it's such a cool addition to the game. Such a perfect little thing to where you can still have the original Kanto vibes, but then just these extra, you know, set of islands that you can go to just to add more to the game, right? I think they're super fun, and there's the 3 islands you get at the beginning. You have Moltres there and stuff, which also having Mount Ember there for Moltres makes a lot more sense than just shoving it in fucking the Victory Road like in original Gen 1. So there's that too. And then once you get the Nat Dex, you get all the way up to 7 islands because, you know, Sevi Island 7. There's so many islands to explore, so many things there. It's so cool. I love the Sevi Islands. I think it's one of the coolest things. Kanto, Fire Red Leaf Green is, without a doubt, bias aside, peak Kanto. And no matter how many times they revisit these regions, because they keep, are we for real? Focus Sash. Don't do anything crazy right now. No matter how many times they keep wanting to revisit these regions, like with Let's Go, I just don't think they're going to do anything better than Fire Red Leaf Green. I think that will always be the best way to experience it. And they are, well, are they my favorite games? It's actually a really, really hard toss-up, because here's the thing, right? I, obviously, as I said, my first original Pokemon games that I had when I was like 5 years old and I had my little Game Boy was Fire Red. You know, let me go back and heal. It was Fire Red. At the same time, I also had Ruby 2 and Emerald, and I've read Sapphire Red, Ruby and Emerald as well, which is around the same time, so they are also childhood games for me. When I actually do sit back and think about it, I'd have some super nostalgic childhood memories of Hoenn 2. Gen 2, funnily enough, I don't have any nostalgia or not much with this game at all, because I never experienced Gen 2. Obviously, I had the Gen 1 remakes with Fire Red Leaf Green and Gen 3 with Ruby and Emerald, but I never ever had a Gen 2 game. So until Heart Gold Soul Silver came out, I'd never experienced Johto or Gen 2 at all. So I don't have the same connection with Johto and these games as I do with those other ones. But the other games that I do have a very, very strong like nostalgic value with is 100%, without a doubt, Sinnoh. Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, my god, it's arguably on the same level as all those Gen 3 games to me. I love those games so much. I still remember the day, I literally still remember the day that Diamond and Pearl came out. Me and my brother were so young, and we went and we got the games from Game. Game is like the equivalent of GameStop or whatever in America. It's like the same thing we have here. And we used to have Game Station too, which then shut down. But Game is like GameStop in the US. So we went to a town near us. We went to Game. We picked up the games. I got Diamond. My brother got Pearl. And we were sat in this cafe nearby playing the games for the first time. And man, it's just so nostalgic. It is at this point. Like, I think back on it and I'm like, damn, it's been such a long time since then. And I just have so many memories of playing through Sinnoh. I will just love those games and that region forever. And I know there's a lot of Sinnoh glazers and Sinnoh glaze out there. The reason being because young adults now, we are in that age range of people who grew up with Gen 4. So obviously, you know, you're going to have a lot of people who, where the most people in the community grew up with that game, they're all going to love it, right? And as much as the games do get glazed, I can't help but being one of those people. I grew up with them too, and I loved them. And when I really think back to playing them around that time, like Link battling with my brother, playing the games, trying to beat Cynthia, and all these other things, I don't know, man. I just have such a connection to those games. And even I had like childhood friends who played the game too. I had someone I was friends with in primary school who played the game too. And I remember him grinding his Onyx up to level 100 because he couldn't get a Steelix, and for some reason the fucker really liked Onyx, even though it's a terrible Pokemon. And I remember like watching him. He was in like the, you know, the resort area bit, the post-game island bit in Sinnoh, just grinding his Onyx up to level 100. Man, I don't know. I just have so many memories of Sinnoh, and it sticks with me. It definitely sticks with me. The problem is once you go beyond there, but beyond Gen 4, it gets a little bit different and hazy for me. Because I have a connection with some of the games beyond that. Because, for example, I've said before, I love Gen 7, and I really do. However, that is different because it's not like the same sort of nostalgic thing we're talking about here. But there are games that I do love beyond it. I love Gen 7. But Gen 5, okay. Gen 5 is objectively a great generation of games. Black and White and Black to White 2. Apologies for everyone watching this, by the way. I'm going in circles. I must have gone on every fucking thing but the right one at this point. I'm gonna be so for real. I genuinely must have been on almost every warp apart from the correct one. There are games that I love, but like, okay, Gen 5, amazing generation. Both the games and the sequels are great games, but they don't hold that same nostalgic value. I've gone out for a 5th time. Bro, what is the fucking answer? I can't find a way. I'm never going to get through. I'm going to be trapped in here forever. Oh my god, I almost left again. Bro, are we for real? What is the fucking right one? Oh my Jesus. Thank you. Wait, which one was it? The left here. Bro, I must have been in like every other teleporter apart from this one. Here we go. What's up, Alakazam? Anyway, to finish my full process before I dive into this. For example, Gen 5, the base games, the sequels, amazing. They're both great, objectively speaking. Amazing games. Gen 5 and Gen 6 is just when you're getting to that point where everyone went through this age. Every Pokemon fan who grew up with the games as a child went through this phase where they stopped playing Pokemon as much. And for me, that was around Gen 5. I was so excited for Gen 5 to come out. I remember being in Germany at the time, and there was only about a month left till Black and White came out. Kept seeing advertisements for it. I was so excited. I thought Zekrom looked so cool. Still do, by the way. So super excited. But then when the games came out and I played them, I think I finished them. But then like, I kind of just put the games down and fell off Pokemon for a long time. So it's around that time where nostalgic value kind of slipped away from me and I sort of didn't play Pokemon near as much. But there are still games, like I do love Gen 5, especially now. Gen 7, some of my favorite games, etc. Anyway, it's time to face Sabrina. This one is very, very scary. I have 2 Pokemon who will probably receive not much play. My 2 new Pokemon, actually, because they are both weak to Psychic. And then I have my 4 Pokemon I can use, and my 4 older Pokemon. Well, older now isn't that old, but you know what I mean. 4 of these Pokemon, and none of them resist Psychic. I don't actually have a safe Pokemon against Psychic types. Honestly, it's a little bit rough. What I'm going to do, I'm going to lead with these 2. I think this is a good pairing. I just don't know what else to do. These 2 aren't any better. This at least, like, I set up the Rain for Roxy. They work well together. I'ma just do this. But just know, I am terrified of this battle because I do believe that her levels are going to be higher, which will mean she's pushing into the 70s. And my highest levels are a couple of 64s. So I think I'm well within my rights to be scared when that's the case, and I don't have a Psychic resistance, and I have 2 weaknesses to Psychic. Low-key, might need a Dark type, might need a Psychic type on my own. We'll see. But let's just do this. Champion Arme of Johto. Oh, she knows me. I already know much of you. I have much to discuss with you, but enough talk for now. Let us battle first. Oh god, okay. I've foreseen our meeting for a while now. That's right. She's a Psychic. Literally a Psychic. And I think she said something similar in HeartGold normally, right? That like she knew you were coming. So she wants to talk to me, but she'll do so after we battle. Okay. Not only did you become champion of your region in your first year, but I've also heard between your championship and traveling to Kanto, you trained with Karen. Oh, she knows. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm shocked too. Don't look so surprised. I know it wasn't public information, but me and Karen have been friends for a long time now. See, I like that. It kind of makes sense, you know? Because we're in neighboring regions, Indigo League has always been like tied like that. So until now, it's not been as separate. They're probably around a similar sort of age. That makes sense. I like that a lot. And one's dark, one's psychic. I do like that. Though I'm not surprised she would not have mentioned so. She's always tended to be quite reserved in what she reveals to others and what she feels. You didn't mention it. That is true. But let's leave things there for now. Time to get the cameras rolling and show the world the battle they want to see. Then we can talk freely. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm actually so scared. I mean, I was scared against Dahlia, but this is way worse. Show me your strength. Oh my god. Okay, lock in. I'm genuinely locking in. I'm locking in. Leader Sabrina. What are you leading with? I love Sabrina, by the way. Frostlass. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm fucked. For her base Pokemon are 69. I might have made a mistake. Okay, oh my god, fuck. You know what? I think I'm more scared of the Alakazam. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Hydro Pump T-Volt it. Double team! Nah, this thing needs to go. This thing needs to go, and I need to land. I'm not landing a Hydro Pump. Roxy. Return. Okay, that should be fine. That's physical. Oh my god. I landed it. Oh my god, Roxy, I love you so fucking much, man. How much can I do in the rain? That's good damage. Jock lands too. My goats. My goats. Can you kill? Let's fucking go. Okay. Bro, double teaming Alakazam, that needed to be gone. Thank you, Roxy. Oh my god, thank you. Okay. That return did way too much damage, bro. Okay, Miss Magius. Because he has some ghost type too. I really like that, actually. I'm gonna burn the Frostlass since it's doing what it's doing. And quickly use this turn to heal up Juck just in case they double. I think it's the smartest choice. Miss Magius, I don't know what it's gonna do, and that scares me. Return again. How much does this do to Roxy? Nice. Oh my god. Dude, what the fuck? You're not for... You cannot be for... Okay. Land this, please. Thank you. Okay. Now shuts that down since it keeps using return. This Miss Magius needs to go, bro. Needs to go. We cannot have this thing double teaming on us. I would really love to Hydro Pump it, but I really don't think I can risk that. I'm just going to double T-Bolt and pray I can land at least one. Or do I try and T-Wave it? I'm just going to double Thunderbolt and pray for the best. This should do like nothing now. They crit me. It fucking crit me. It fucking crit me. Wait. It's got guts. It's got fucking guts. Oh my god, I fucked up. Okay, Roxy, my goat, lands again, of course. Even through two. Even through two. How much can I do? Oh, that's not enough. Okay, Juck, chill. Chill, chill, chill. Do not get it into the red. Do not get it into the red. Okay. Oh my god, it has guts. What are the fucking odds it has guts, bro? That... but I was going to say I'm an idiot, but how could I have fucking known? You know? There's no way I could have known that. Okay, what I'm going to have to do... I'm going to have to heal Roxy and just pray this lands because this should kill. Chill on the damage. Chill on the damage. Oh my god. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. Oh, okay. That's not good. That's not good. I gotta try it again. I've got to try it again. Ice Beam. Don't you fucking dare freeze me. Jock, dude, I need you to land this, man. I really can't afford to have you not landing this. Let me heal both. Just in case they randomly decide to switch and double in on Jock, right? Because it has guts now. It is slowly dying, though, for now. Oh my Jesus, bro. So here's the problem, right? The way I'm thinking now is Frostlass is finally starting to get low. If I hit it with a T-Bolt now, it will die. And that's good. That gets that returning piece of shit out the way. However, what if that's just going to bring in something way worse? What if killing it is just going to bring out something worse? Like a level 70? But low-key, I don't think I have a choice. I kind of just need to kill this thing. I think I need it gone. That guts boosted return is just too much, bro. I cannot believe it had guts. I thought it crit me at first. What are the odds of that, man? Shadow Ball. Okay, relax. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'm glad this thing's going. This thing needs to go. This or this plus the burn should be enough. I would hope. Yes. So I can't, unfortunately, just burn the Miss Magius and let it die. Because A, I'll miss, and B, she will full restore it. I need to hit it with a Jock Thunderbolt. I don't think a Roxy Thunderbolt will be enough from what I saw. Maybe just. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. And it's level 72. Oh, no. Rest in peace, Saki 2. You have a Cresselia too? I miss Saki so much. She got done so dirty. She would have been so good in this gym, bro. I mean, there's all these ghost types, but still. Maybe I just double heal again and see what happens. Let me bait out what this Cresselia wants to do. If it's nothing crazy, I'm going to burn it. Okay, there's the Ice Beam. This doesn't do too much. Don't freeze me. Do not freeze me. It has Psychic. How much you do though? You're not super strong, right? Offensively. That's more than I would like. That's definitely more than I would like. I am going to burn this thing in case it has a physical move. And in case, well, just to whittle it down a bit because this Pokemon is far too strong. Yeah, it's a good idea because I wouldn't be doing much damage to it. It's super defensive. Even if I Hydro Pump this thing in the rain, it probably wouldn't even do half. Yeah, and I'll heal Chuck up. There's the Ice Beam. So it's just going to keep Ice Beaming me. They both have Ice Beam. Why does everyone want to Ice Beam my Ampharos, bro? Oh my god. I fucking missed. The way I feel right now. Ooh, the way I feel right now. You don't even understand. I cannot afford to be missing moves like this, bro. I cannot afford it. There's a Shadow Claw and a Psychic. Do not drop my Spadef. Do not drop my Spadef. That Cresselia is doing way too much damage for my liking, bro. Way too much damage. It's genuinely a problem. What I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to heal Chuck with Roxy's turn. And I need to land his Thunderbolt and get this Miss Magius gone, bro. Please land this. Okay, I burnt it. I burnt it. I burnt it. Thank God I burnt it. Are we serious? That was with a burn? Oh my god, I landed it. Okay, Miss Magius is gone. Please do not bring out something worse. I'm begging you, bro. Do not bring out something even worse. I cannot afford that right now. That was with burn. I know this Pokemon doesn't have guts unless it has another ability. That is insane. That damage was insane, bro. Oh my god. I'm head in hands right now. Look. Her team is fucking cool as shit. The fact that she has a Cresselia and a Darkrai like Dreams and Nightmares is so cool. This team is fucking cool. But there is 2 level 72s, Darkrai and a Cresselia out right now. This is bad. This is very bad. I am double healing because I need to see what is going to happen. What, Darkrai, please don't do anything crazy, bro. Drain Punch. Okay, you're going to need to get burned, bro. You are going to need to get burned. Oh my god. Psychic into... Okay, do not drop my Spadef. Don't drop it. Don't fucking drop it. This is scary. This is some scary shit, bro. This is some scary shit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure Darkrai's burned, and I'm going to heal. If Darkrai is going to be physical or use Drain Punch, I need to shut this thing down. Ain't no way it's got fucking guts. Don't even play with my heart like that. Oh, okay. That's resisted. I thought I was on Roxy. Don't paralyze me, please. That'd be annoying. Oh my god, it crit me. It fucking crit me. I die. I die. I've lost Chuck. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just cheated death. I just cheated death. I missed. Oh my god. I know I landed a bunch of things through double team, but I miss Will-O-Wisp way too much, bro. Way too much for an 85% move. It fucking annoys me so bad. Please, I need you to land it this time. I know it's going for Thunder now. Oh my god, my heart just stopped. My heart just stopped. Genuinely. My heart. I missed again! What the fuck? When I face Chuck, go back and fucking watch it. I miss Will-O-Wisp 3 times in a row. You know how I know that? Because I just edited that episode recently. I missed Will-O-Wisp 3 times in a row and I lost my mind. And the same thing just happened again. I cannot afford to miss 3 times in a row in this battle. How much is this gonna do? Please, bro. Please. Thank you. Oh my god, the fact that that took that long is just insane. Okay, so the problem is I can double heal right now, which is what I'm gonna do. But the Cresselia is also... She's not healing it. Look, if you want to let it die, I'm not going to complain. Oh my god, this damage is just fucking crazy, bro. Is that going to be enough? That... Oh my god. Bro, don't tell me she's going to fucking heal it now. Okay, she's not. She's not. That's really weird, and I don't know why she's not. But I'm not going to complain. There's the Mega Horn. Literally just biting my tongue the whole time, because if a crit came, I would have fucking died. Oh my god, bro. Jesus Christ. This is way, way more difficult than it needed to be. Because of various different factors. Gardevoir, I like that. I'm jealous. Let me heal Roxy. And I'm just going to T-wave the Gardevoir. Oh, nice. Okay, that's beautiful. And we land it. I would have screamed if I missed. Okay. That's decent. I like shutting down that speed. Thunder's still coming out. Somehow still hasn't paralyzed me. Don't really know how. Okay. Yeah. Asking you shall receive, I guess. Psychic. Not a fan of that. Oh, okay. That's fun. I genuinely think all I can do, fully heal Roxy, pray I don't get crit by anything, and try and just remove this Darkrai. Okay. There's one turn. If you can get paralyzed right now, that would be even better. That would be ideal. Or if this can kill. That's just not enough. Okay, okay, that's fine, that's fine. That's not fine. That is not fine. Okay, cool. That's not fine. A double heal here. She doesn't seem to be healing. Again, I'm not... Oh, no. Oh, no. I have to Hydro Pump and see how much damage I can do. Oh, my God. This is so bad. Gardevoir, please get paralyzed, dude. Or you can miss. I just realized things never fucking missed. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's a lot better. That Hydro Pump... Bro, that Hydro Pump is A, a roll, and B, I can miss. I've just got to fucking try it. I've just got to fucking try it. Flash. Oh my god, it's comical. There's no way then. There's no fucking way. Oh my god. Oh, I only used it on Juck. I thought it hit both sides. Please kill, please kill, please kill. Please have the roll in my favor. Yes, dude. Oh my god. Finally, it's gone. It's finally gone. How much does this do to Roxy? Way too fucking much, to be honest. How much can this do? In the rain. This can do half, right? Okay. This isn't gonna kill, though. Oh, fuck. This isn't gonna kill. It's gonna get in red. What is that? Okay, attack. Oh, she's probably gonna fucking heal finally again now. She clearly does have the potions. I don't know what was going on last time. Please don't use it. Please don't use it. Please don't use it. Please don't use it. Please. Please. Okay, I think that's it, right? Is that it? That is it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. That is actually insane. The fact that I managed to get through that without a single casualty is a blessing. Now, one big issue we have is that's a lot of money, a fuck ton of money that just got poured down the drain, which is actually a big issue, a very big issue right now. I'm on my toes, I'm skittish, because like there was the Karen thing, like there was the Whitney thing and the Jasmine thing, I need to be strapped with potions and stuff at all times, because who knows when some shit is going to come up, right? And my money situation hasn't been great. I'm going to need to see... I might just have to be desperate and sell some things that I wouldn't normally and get my potions back. But the number one thing I'm glad of is that we managed to find a way to make it through that without losing anyone. Any crit or any bad thing in that situation there, and we easily could have lost someone. I really didn't want to have to put Roxy's life on the line for a lot of that. But at the same time, I had no choice because she is by far the bulkiest Pokemon I have right now. But who else was I going to use? The others would have got blown back in certain ways. That Darkrai, I didn't even realize until I freaked out about it, somehow would refuse to fucking miss a Thunder every single time. Every single time. Oh, I'm going to have to put a note when I start screaming about that. I had the rain up with Ampharos. I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I had the fucking rain up. That is embarrassing. Okay, hopefully when I see this bit, when I'm editing, I'll go back and put a note there calling myself an idiot because that is really embarrassing. In my defense, I did forget about the rain in that moment to do with the accuracy, and I just thought it had landed like a million thunders in a row. My nerves have gone down a bit now. My head is still a little bit light, but let's just get back to reading. Because she said she wanted to speak to me after the battle. As expected, your reputation precedes itself. Your strength comes from your conviction and unwillingness to give in. Somewhat true, actually. I like that kind of strength with someone. Therefore, as previously stated, allow us to talk together now. Okay. What you got to say? What do you got to say? So it is more so me confiding within you. Interesting. My love and fascination for psychic-type Pokemon came from the circumstances of my birth. I was blessed with slight psychic powers and clairvoyance. It hasn't always been easy, as I'm sure you can understand. Growing up was difficult as I was treated differently. Understandable, but still different. Right, I mean, the thing is, like, as cool as psychic powers are, in reality, you would. Kids are assholes, unironically, and if you are different in any way, especially with something like that, they will ostracize you and they will treat you differently. It is unfortunately just a fact of life. It is just unfortunately how kids are. And so I can understand like what she's saying with this whole thing. If she's like that different in that way, kids are probably going to feel a certain type of way about it, right? When I was a child, I thought I could help my peers with my powers of foresight and such, but was soon met with the reality that I only scared people. That's true too. So again, obviously, like she's saying, as a child, you would think, oh, I can make a ton of friends. I can help people. You know, I can use these powers for good. I can help the people around me and they're all going to think I'm so cool or whatever. But actually, they're going to end up being terrified of you. But kids are scared of, you know, things that are different, things they don't know, things they don't understand, things that could be like, because to them it could be dangerous, which it probably could be as well. And B, leading on from what I was just saying, obviously psychic powers are something that can be scary. Like the idea of them is something that would be scary to people without them, because presumably you think, you know, if things went wrong, how would I defend myself against something like that? Well, you couldn't. You literally just couldn't. Even now, plenty of adults around me still fear me. Again, makes sense, because you would think, oh God, what if they attack me? Or what if it goes wrong? Or any of those things. In any of those situations, adult, child, or not, whatever you are, you would not be able to defend yourself. Like, it's just over for you, right? So it's understandable, but it is also a shame and kind of upsetting to think that she probably has spent most of her life just, not necessarily without friends, unless she confirms that, but just having people be scared of her all the time, you know, even though she probably has no malintent. So it would be sad. It would be sad. Even if they're not open with me, I've become pretty perceptive to such things, of course. After being ostracized as a child, I was a bitter and unpalatable person for quite some time. My personality became deeply rifted and split between me and my doll. Is that an anime reference? I feel like that's an anime reference. From what I remember, it has been like a decade since I rewatched the Gen 1 anime, like the original series. I really want to watch it again, by the way. I think I spoke about it before. But I'm pretty sure in the Sabrina thing, this is related to that. And it would make sense, right? So you have this child, or I'm presuming she's talking about a child going into like being like a teenager, young adult, whatever. So she like is growing up. She's ostracized as a kid. No one wants to be around her. No one wants to get to know her because they're all scared. They're all like, oh, fuck, she's a fucking weirdo and she could harm me. She has spent all that time alone. She ends up, you know, becoming a bit more bitter, and like she still is who she is, but then there's this divide between like that and her more bitter side, and she just had, the only thing she has is this doll of hers, right? That's all she has. If she has no friends, that's all she has. And so she just ends up becoming a much different and more, as she said, bitter and presumably slightly more twisted person, which would happen to most people. If you grow up and every single person, or pretty much every person, openly or not, seems to be scared of you, you would eventually just sort of be very bitter and alone. Thankfully, as I've grown up, I've clawed my way out of the grasp of my old self. Okay, that's good. I like that things have changed as well. I resented my powers for a long time since I blamed them for everything. Now that, again, would be true, because you end up feeling like it's the fault But the problem is it's no one's fault. You'd end up feeling like it is the fault of having those powers. But A, it's not your fault that you have them. B, it's not the fault of the powers. And C, it's not even the fault of the people scared of you. Because within reason, there is a reason for them to be scared. So it's one of those complicated issues of who is really at fault. Not really anyone. And when no one is specifically at fault, who do you blame? Well, it doesn't have to be a blame game, but human nature dictates that it should be to most people. And thus, that's how you get into problems, right? However, I've warmed up to them over time and accepted the uniqueness of myself, as you should. Even if people are mean to you, they bully you, they say bad things to you, and bear this in mind if you're younger too, unless people are being mean to you over you actually being like displaying genuinely negative characteristics, such as you yourself being a mean person, a bully or whatever, it does not matter. It will hurt, it will be difficult, and it will upset you, but it is important that you recognize that your uniqueness and you as a person, the traits of how you are, again, so long as these traits aren't dangerous or, causing harm to others, is a good thing. It's fine. It's important to accept like the unique qualities of yourself, whatever they may be. Maybe you like things that are deemed to be weird. Maybe just the way you are is different from other people, and that's okay. She is older, so it does make sense that she would have had more time to reflect, accept herself, but I'm just glad that, she has, because that is the right path to go down. There's two paths you can go down, kind of, in these situations, which is either acceptance, like her, which is, in my opinion, the right way to go. You accept yourself. Self-acceptance is very important. Or you can end up going down the path of being bitter, of hating people, hating yourself, and everything that leads to, which is the negative path. So I'm glad that she is how she is. But enough about me. I just wanted some context on my circumstances before anything else. So on to some more pressing matters at hand. So there is something specific she wants to talk to me about then. My powers of foresight are often vague. They reveal themselves to me in the form of dreams. See, so this, okay. So that's why she has a Darkrai and a Cresselia. I like that. It's been this way for me for as long as I can remember. So she has sort of like prophetic dreams, in a sense, I'm guessing she's saying. Like she will sometimes have dreams where she sees events that are to transpire and they are vague in nature. You don't just see straight up like a view of what happens from one perspective. I'm assuming she means she sees, different parts, not necessarily connected, like maybe different perspective, just little bits of an overall thing that she has to try and piece together to make sense of what she even saw, I'm assuming. Recently, I've had some distressing dreams, you could say. Oh, that's worrying. Recently, I had some slightly off feelings from my dreams. I couldn't perceive much from them besides a radio tower. I therefore reported this to the league board and had the radio tower in Lavender Town closed off for a time. However, that incident ended up being the Team Rocket takeover of the Goldenrod radio tower, which you thankfully thwarted. I see. Okay, so recently she had a bad dream, sort of prophetic dream again, where she saw bad things happening. Bad things were coming, and all she could really glean from it was a radio tower and bad things happening. So she, notified people. They shut down a radio tower over at Lavender Town, but then what it actually ended up being was the whole Goldenrod takeover thing that we were the ones who stopped. I see. So that obviously goes into what she was saying about the dreams are vague. Like to her, she just sees bad things happening, has a bad feeling, sees the radio tower, and so all she has to go off is assuming it's going to be the one within her region. Turns out it was the neighboring one. She still did the right thing overall then, because to her, she wouldn't have known. As I said, my premonitions are quite often unfortunately vague outside of feelings and pieces of context. But this time, the feeling is far, far more potent. The last time I had a feeling this strong was before, well, the Pallet Town incident 5 years ago. I'm just thinking, so I can see what's going on here. We are gradually being given more and more slight puzzle pieces here. The information is slowly being fed to us through different sources, and things are somewhat vague, but things are being pieced together. So something bad happened 5 years ago. Did I even know this was 5 years ago? I can't remember whether Oak brought this up. Maybe he did. But so, okay. 5 years ago, something happened in Pallet Town, clearly. Right now, we don't know what it is. Her saying this, it already sounded bad, but her saying this tells me that it was something bad. If she's saying this, something bad happened in Power Town 5 years ago. But what happened? What could have happened? And to what extent are we talking about here? 5 years ago, something happened. Oak was mentioning it. Okay, so we don't have enough to go off yet, but threads are starting to slowly connect over time, I think, and I'm assuming we're going to slowly get more and more things about. There's a lot of things going on here. The story is expanding a lot. Since we got to Kanto, there's been a lot more exposition about different things. We've had talk of Sinnoh. We've got to know Sinnoh as the battle nation, or like the region of battlers in this universe. They are like the strongest of the strong. They have come here to serve Kanto, sorry, as an allied nation. Heard about Cynthia and how strong she is. We know about this whole Palatown incident, which apparently was 5 years ago. Vague things keep being brought up about that, but we're not sure what that is yet. The pieces are starting to be played, but we don't have enough knowledge yet. Although, I believe this may in fact be even stronger. This feels more like a world-threatening event. I don't even know what to say to that. So there's something coming, which could be like Cataclysm, Armageddon level threat coming. That's not scary to know at all. I haven't felt something on this level until now, and in all honesty, it's terrifying. Atop a mountain, a woman of unbelievable power, an almost demonic presence lurks. From vague glimpses of what I'm presuming to be the aftermath, bad things are stirring somewhere in the shadows of our world, Champion Army. A woman on a mountain, a demonic presence, and things end in disaster. I mean, there's not much to go off, but I can't grasp enough to know what could possibly be coming. I just know it cannot come to pass. We cannot allow it. Yes? I see. So you two know of something and are working... Oh! So you two know of something and are working with the Dragon Master Alliance to prepare for such matters. So that's about Team Rocket. Because don't forget, on top of, again, we're putting more pieces on the board here. We have the whole Palatown thing that we're slowly learning about. We now have this thing presented to us. And we have everything going on Kanto with Sinnoh and stuff. But don't forget that in Johto, we had the whole Team Rocket thing. But that's not over. That's not over. That entire thing was a false flag. That was a distraction to keep us or keep people from thinking that Team Rocket were done for. To them, Team Rocket were defeated there again, just like they were by Red. But actually, they weren't. They were there just calling out a signal to free up some undisclosed region for them to come and help and be in the area so that they could then go and invade. So that whole thing with Team Rocket is still ongoing too. And that's what we're talking about. We're saying about this. Whether that event with whatever's coming with Team Rocket and this thing to do with Sabrina and what she's seen is linked in any way, I don't know. But I guess we're just telling her that there is something is coming, I understand that you can't tell me everything as things stand, but it certainly puts my heart more at ease. I know Lance well myself, of course. Before he was champion of the India League, even in his time before Red and Blue... Oh, wait, what? Even in his time before Red and Blue took down a league, he was once a gym leader here in Kanto when I first landed myself in this position many years ago now. So Lance started as a gym leader in Kanto. That's interesting. I like that. So he probably was like the dragon leader in Kanto back in the day, like how we have Claire as the dragon leader in Johto now. I like that. That's interesting. His strength is a real deal, of course. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Ame. We've spoken quite at length about personal matters now, so I hope you're okay with dropping titles and addressing each other more like friends as such. Yes, absolutely. That would be nice. I sense no fear in you when talking with me. That itself is rare and brings me joy. I like that. I pray that what Lance is investigating right now is what I've been having such horrifying premonitions about, and that if it is, you can step in before it's too late. Let's hope so, assuming it is the same thing. But either way, we have to step in regardless if Team Rocket are going to launch some sort of attack. Not to repeat myself, but I can't stress this enough. From what little visions I've had, even for someone of your prestige, This is on the level unlike anything you've ever faced. If the time comes where you really do stare down the barrel of such malice, please do stay safe. I really like the way she talks as well. She talks in a very, I don't know the right way to put it, a very like, I don't know, it's almost formal, but I don't know the correct word. What is the specific word for someone who has good use of vocabulary? There's definitely a word for it that's not coming to mind, but whatever it is, it's her, and I do like it a lot. I know I've ended up making most of our interaction about this, but congratulations on your win. Oh yeah, I just got so distracted by like all the lore dumping and exposition that I completely forgot that I just did an insane gym battle. Good luck as you continue through this gym challenge. You are someone I'd be happy reporting to you as champion of Kanto. Hey, all the best, Ame. Ooh, okay. I like that. That was good. That was very, very good. TM48. I do actually have to check the TM I got from Dahlia too, because I don't think I ever did. That was really good. I really, really like Sabrina in this game. I like Sabrina anyway. I always have. It's definitely... She's probably my favorite Kanto gym leader, I think I would say. Great design, great character, interesting character in the anime too. Probably my favorite Kanto gym leader, for sure. And I really, really like how she was in this game too. She talked about herself and her past, gave me a little bit more of a mention of Pallet Town. She talked about an insane lore drop about things that might be coming. Very good. I like that. That was fun. Now, there's two things that I need to do, but I do think I'm going to do one of them at the beginning of the next episode. I am fearful. I've had to record this episode in a couple parts because I'm ill and it's a problem. I hate being ill. I can't stress this enough. I hate winter. I hate being ill. It fucking sucks. It blows. Can't stand it. But I've had to record this in a few parts and I am a little bit conscious that because of all the text and because of how long the battles were, it's probably already going to be a really long episode. So one of the things I'm probably going to put off for now until a later time, probably the beginning of next episode. You know what? No, I can do both things at the beginning of next episode. Because I think I'm going to probably be recording that very soon within the next half hour. Spoilers, sorry. But I'm probably going to be recording that very soon. So I can do both the things at the beginning of next episode because this is probably going to end up being a 2-hour episode, I imagine. We'll see. I do trim things down to make things more watchable, more reasonable, to spice things up a bit. But it's probably still going to be a long one. So let me end things here. Thank you for everyone watching. Today was a great episode. We actually did our first 2 Kanto gym leaders in one episode and we didn't lose a single Pokemon. That's pretty good, right? I lost Pokemon to both Whitney, Jasmine, and Karen, I believe. So we're making progress. However, to be honest, I might need to grind up my levels just a little bit before we proceed because that last battle was a bit too dicey for me. And I mean, think how bulky, well, it's not the bulkiest Pokemon ever, but think how bulky Ampharos is and how bulky Jock has been so far. And then see how much damage they were doing to me. They're max IV and stuff because that's how they're set to be in this game. And then they're like minimum 5 levels over me. Some of them were level fucking 72, the legendaries. It's getting a bit much, but I'll figure all that out. Either way, we managed to do the first 2 Kanto gym leaders. Both of them are down. Dahlia and Sabrina, both of them were really fun. Good characters. I liked it. We got a bit of lore and stuff about Sinnoh from Dahlia. We got a whole bunch of different stuff, like I just said, from Sabrina. Both great characters, both good battles, and with everything I've seen from Kanto so far, this is just amazing, bro. I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited. Who knows what's coming? At this point, who fucking knows what's coming? I'm so excited. There's so many loose ends, so many threads that are being slowly, you know, fed towards me to try and piece together, like, everything with Pallet Town and everything. Super fun. Looking forward to it. Can't wait for next episode. Next time, I'll be heading east over to Lavender and then down south and all the way around to Fuchsia, hopefully, to do Janine. And by the time I do all of that, I mean, is there anything in Lavender Town in this game? Not really, right? Unless something's been added. There's like Mr. Fuji you can talk to. I don't know if he even says much. And there's the radio tower. There's... No, I think it's just like, what, the name rater? We'll see. Who knows? If there's not anything there, then we'll have to see. But at the very least, next time, hopefully I can go over there, see if there's anything there. If not, I'll just continue down and around to Fuchsia, and we will face Janine. But that's it for now. So I hope you enjoyed. If you like this series, then any support is appreciated. If you're new here, I would highly recommend going and watching all of the context up until now, because this version of the game is more like a story. So it is important to know what's going on, but that's up to you. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode, hopefully. Until next time.
Wait, where are you from, bro?
Michael.
Michael?